G'day, Nav. I think it's
Like
fair to say that's the hardest fight you've had yet. So, how's the body feeling?
yeah. It got me probably a good knee in the inside leg, inside back leg. That was sore. Other than that, I felt like I ate all the other shots all good. Nothing else really hurt. The calf kicks. He landed some good ones that took away my balance. But I mean, I've had loads of kickboxing fights, eating leg kicks all day, so that didn't really bother me. But yeah, probably just the inside back leg. Those knees were kind of sore.
We haven't seen you be that aggressive that early on. In your last fight, you opened up in the third, but you opened up real early today, rip into the body, and then gone for the head. And how was the gas tank after that?
Yeah. I mean, he was receiving them well, and I kind of missed a few shots. And man, I was just like, I expected him to pull away a few times, and he was kind of dove his head right in. So yeah, it was not to the game plan. I thought he'd pull back on a few of them, but they were still hurting him, even though they were kind of like landing short for me. And yeah, I just want to show everyone like I can bang on the inside and put my foot down and throw as well as fight long. But yeah, I was just trying to come for the fans. I was coming for that bonus, the fight of the night, hopefully. So yeah, I was just going for it, brother.
When you had him on the ground there in the corner, we could hear coaches, all three of them, yelling stuff at you. In that situation, what do you actually hear?
I was listening. I was listening to them. They were telling me to wrap the wrist. And yeah, I just like stuffed when he was getting sideways, I just kind of had to stuff his hips and stay on top. I was a little slow on the change up on the top. I wish I was just a bit sharper there because I trained that position a lot. That sort of like cross body ride and top half sort of area. But yeah, it was just mean to get like some top game. You know, that guy's a black belt. I'm just a blue belt. You know, so to take him down and just lay some leather on, it was good. I wish I poshed it up and just went for it a bit more, but I was just like, I need to wait for my nose to dry, so I was just bleeding all over the place.
And how you feel? How are you feeling about your new UFC fighters?
New UFC fighters, yeah, it was about time. I was like, man, they keep using my old hairline, but yeah, it's still growing. It's a little thin, but better than what it was, that's for sure. I looked scalped at the start of the year, so yeah, it's good. Still not the best looking dude on the roster, but I'll take a little hairline adjustment for sure.
And for the first time at the official weigh-ins, I noticed you didn't rip the pukana. Any reason why?
No, I just wasn't feeling it. Yeah, just on here for business. People know what I come for, and yeah, I just didn't feel like it.
And Erslan to Arslan, you did the call out at the end. How come you've chosen him for your next opponent?
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of hype, right? I see like a lot of guys backing him, and so I'm like, okay, I'm looking for the top prospects. I watched his last fight, and the guy just looked at him for 15 minutes. I thought it was almost like a fixed fight, or he sold the fight against a middleweight, which I thought was weird. And so, he was supposed to fight tougher, and obviously didn't make it. I'm just like, I don't know if they've got another fight lined up, but, I want to fight him. We need some ruckus in the division, We need something, man, because it's getting a little boring up in here. And, I just thought, fuck it. Let's go, brother. I know he's probably ready. Let me just heal up this face, and I want to get him one before the year ends. And if he wants a professional fighter who's going to show up, make weight, and someone that will show up, I feel like I'll be the guy. And yeah, hopefully jump in the rankings after that.
And you spent so long just looking for fights on the regional scene. You've now put 3 fights in the UFC together pretty quickly. Does it feel good to finally not have to be hunting for your fights and they come to you?
Yeah, for sure. It's like I'm living the dream. I'm 3 fights in, 3 decisions. It's not not the most ideal sort of look, but at the end of the day, I'm like getting a lot of experience. I've seen like a lot of guys, you know, they come in 4 first-round finishes, they get to someone that's not scared of them, and they crumble. You know, they fold easy, and I don't never want that to be me. I want to be like the guy that can show up as I rise through the ranks, and yeah, I feel like I can do that, and I've got the youth, man. I can keep fighting. I just stay in the gym, I train, I look after myself. This is all I think about, man. It's just fighting, and just getting the experience. I'm only 8-0, still green, but man, I'm keen, you know. So let's do it.
Dear brother.
Sweet brother.
And Nav, you talk about the decisions and the last 3 fights. Is it something that you're just not kind of putting it together to put them out, or are the guys tougher than sort of the regional scene? Like, what's sort of in your assessment why you're not being able to put guys away?
Yeah, I felt like my first 2 I was a little passive, and then that one, man, I just missed it. Like I was just missing, and it was playing on my mind. I was like, the first thing I thought when I got out of the first round was, man, you know, I wanted to knock him out in the first, you know, like, oh, well, let's try and knock him out in the second. And then, you know, I'm just overthrown. My coaches are trying to remind me to not forget about the feints. And then I was just like, fuck it, like, let's just go for fight of the night. Let's just, I was like, I thought about pointing at the floor, and I was like, oh, coaches probably wouldn't be too happy with me if I did that. So I was just like, gave him the nod. I was like, was that us? So, yeah. It is what it is.
Are you worried about that the more you go on in your career, people are expecting these highlights and they sort of haven't come yet?
Yeah.
And you're probably going to start putting yourself in danger hunting for them. Is that an issue that you talk with the camp?
Yeah. I mean, who cares, you know? Like, I mean, at the same time, I'm pushing the action, right? Like, most of my scorecards are pretty good, like 30-27. You know, I'm the one leading. I'm the one pushing the action. I'm throwing, I'm biting down on my mouthpiece. You know, I'm showing her that at least. So, you know, what else am I meant to do? Like, I still gotta look out for the takedown and stuff. Like, that's another thing. You know, you see so many guys make silly mistakes. Like, they're up and then they blow it, and I don't want to be that guy either. Like, I'm taking risks. I'm biting down on my mouthpiece and going. But yeah, like, what am I meant to do?
And you talked about the light heavyweight division being a bit quiet and a bit sort of underrated right now, and in a way almost boring. Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think it's so quiet?
I feel like it's just all over the place. You know, like, this guy's beating this opponent, but he's beating the guy that beat you. You know, it's like kind of like that. I feel like I'm only the one that's cleared out. Like, you know, I'm like beating most of the guys consistently. Maybe Modi B, Modestus Bukowskis, he's on a tear. I was thought about fighting him as well. Like, he can get it too. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of like matchups that make sense. You know, like, who makes sense? Like, who's on a run? I'm trying to figure out who's on the run that's not ranked, and yeah, that's all it is.
And you got clipped a few times, at least it looked like, on the broadcast. Did any of those shots hurt and damage?
Nah. He's got some good jabs in. That was hitting my nose, affecting the breathing, but no, I can't really remember like a real big shot he landed. So a lot of it was like grazing shots, and you know, I feel like I've been hit by better. I think like the last guy I fought, he hit me with some real good shots, so it wasn't nothing like that.
And finally, what hurts more, a fight like tonight or the hair transplant?
Yeah, probably the hair transplant, man. It's a sore, eh? Like, hurts at the start, man, but once you get through it, it's like, it's all good. It's all good. The hairline comments probably hurt more, so that's the real pain right there.
Nav, right down the front. You mentioned he didn't really move fully how you expected him to. You expected him to move a little bit differently.
Yeah, he was applying pressure, and I knew he'd be like in my face the whole night, and so I just had to be sharp on my exit and moving around. Like, he was just in my face the whole time. Just when I would throw, I thought he would pull away maybe like a couple times. That's what I was looking for, but he was just tucking his head in and like kind of slipping my right hand. and then I was just forgetting about my right kick. I brought it in like midway through the second, and I was like, oh man, I wish I threw that earlier. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, you live and learn.
Did you find it difficult to have to change the plan a little bit on the fly?
Yeah, I mean, I've always had to do that. I'm not too fussed. Like I feel like I have mental clarity when I'm in there. Sometimes I can listen, I listen to the coaches, and they know I'm receiving what they're saying. I'm not fighting blind, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
You mentioned that you feel like you were missing a lot out there tonight. Do you attribute that to something he did well, or something that you maybe weren't doing as well?
Yeah, I just felt like because I was overzealous for that finish, like I just squeezed my fist a little too tight, and just like I wasn't like relaxed, just like letting it just pop out there. I wish I just popped the shot out there a little bit more flush. But yeah, was just throwing a little tense in early, and just kind of like blew my arms a little. So I had to kind of breathe and get it back.
A teammate of yours, Brando Pericic, was on earlier tonight. Obviously, you're at the back and warming up and stuff, but did you get a chance to watch that fight?
Yeah, I watched the fight, man. Brutal, man. I don't know why that guy pulled the guard or whatever, but man, he tried to go for like a lateral drop or something, and man, that was brutal. Like I know what Brando's capable of. I mean, I'm the one that's probably got to spar him. I'm like the second biggest guy, so they made me go with him. And yeah, I just like knew like once the world sees him, like bro, they're gonna be like, holy hell, this guy's a beast.
What did you make of his Pukana?
Yeah, pretty good. He actually wants to wants us to start a haka, like a CKB haka, so gonna have to toe talk all the bro. Yeah, he's a Croaty now, Croatia Māori, so it is what it is.
It feels like a lot of this post-fight press conference has been a little bit of like, you won the fight, but it seems like it's a bit of a down note. We've been talking a lot about the things that could be going better, but
Yep.
You still got out there, you put in a good performance and get the win tonight. How are you going to celebrate?
Yeah, man, I honestly, like, fights like that, like, I get touched up a bit. I don't go too hard on the drink or anything like that. I'll probably just sit back, relax, and just, enjoy my time talking to my friends and family that have made the trip over here.
Congratulations.
One more for me, Nav. One more for me, sorry, bro. As just mentioned, you had a couple teammates debut ahead of you. With them having such big stakes on the line, how does that impact you when you're preparing for your fight, knowing you're coming up after them?
Yeah, you have to, like, really remain focused because, like, it's like hurrahs and hoorays, but, like, you're not out there yet, right? And I'm sure Carlos will be feeling the same right now, like, waiting for his fight. And, yeah, you just got to lock in for yourself, because at the end of the day, we can't fight for each other. We just all get behind each other.
Juma Māori.
Shabbat. Sweet, thank you.